everyone, it's me, JB, and we are in week 38. As we go deeper, we are taking it back to week 12, where our verse came from Psalms 94:19. When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy. Live in joy. So, if you watched my week 12 video, I actually went into the definition of joy and another definition of another word that will come in play when I ask my first question. So let's go ahead and get to the question so we can get to it. So, are you able to live in joy even when you're not happy? So in that last video, I went into the definition of joy and happiness, and I think that is just something we get so confused. We get confused the fact that you can have joy without happiness. We know that in this life we are not going to always be happy. There is no way. But you can always find joy. And sometimes you need a little bit of help finding joy. So there's this thing that I do that lately I have not been doing it as well as I used to, and I'm going to get back on it. It is called, I can't remember the book that I read that talked about this, and this is when I started doing it. It's called A Gratitude Diary. And so in her book, she goes into this how you, at the end of your day, write down, I believe it's 3. But I think I might have been doing more than 3. Some days I think I did do more than 3, but I think her minimum. She says to try to do 3, because some days you may not be able to. But 3 things that you are grateful for. At the end of your day, you sit down and you write down 3 things that you are grateful for. And she goes into the whole aspect of gratitude and how that people who are in countries that have less than us seem to be a lot more happier than we are here in the United States. And which is crazy. Hopefully by the time I post this up, I will find the name of this book and put it in the comments. If not, I'll try to bring it up later, but I cannot remember the name of it or anything. But I remember in her book, she was talking about, and I don't remember this story exactly, but there was a lady that she was talking about, and one day she was like, the only thing she could think of was the fact that she had feet. And she could be grateful that she has feet, because not everyone has feet. And I think that this is something that is so important for us to realize. When you wake up in the morning, not everyone even woke up that morning. You can find joy in the fact that you woke up. If you get up and you go to a job, you have a job. There's so many people who don't have a job. You can find joy in that. If you get up and you're able to go and make a cup of coffee, you can find joy in that. I find a lot of joy in coffee. But it's about taking the things that you so take for granted and realizing that that is something you should be joyous about. That is something you should have gratitude for, because not everyone is in that same position. So give it a try. If you find yourself being someone where you feel like, the glass ain't even half empty. The glass is just broken. Like if you feel like, and I know, like, I'm laughing about that, but there are some people who know that they are just not happy people. They just cannot find joy in anything. And if you are, try writing a gratitude diary. Try writing down just a few things at the end of each day that you are grateful for, and you'll be surprised what you'll see, because so many things that we take for granted, women being able to even walk on the streets without being accompanied by a man. There are places where that does not happen. It's just something that you have got to find a way to find joy. And if you take a moment and really think outside of yourself and think outside of the fact that we have so much privilege, you can find joy. So it doesn't mean that you're a happy, peppy person and you wake up every morning with a bounce in your step, but you can find joy. Because I guarantee you, I am not a happy, peppy morning person. I am not. But I can find joy in the fact that my eyes came open that morning. And that did not happen for everyone. So now with all of that, and I didn't cry this video, I cried in my last joy video. I had a feeling I might cry, and I was like, maybe if I just go at it really strong, I won't. So anyway, so now we are going deeper and we are getting through this. We should be caught up by the following Monday. So yay, which means I will be able to not wear the same outfit in the same videos because I'm having to do a lot of the filming at once. But the good thing about this is that when I went through this the first time, these questions were already coming to me. So I already knew what the second half of this year was going to look like. So that makes things a little bit easier. But I'm so happy that you've decided and you're still here and you're taking this journey with me. So let's get at it as we live at peace, in strength, with faith, in perseverance, without complaining, to listen without anger, without fear, with patience, in love, with humility, with joy. And now we're going to go deeper.